Alysse, and this is Oscar. Alongside our children, Addie and Gus, we have sold up to travel and find our patch of paradise. Come follow our adventures as we make our way around Australia. Welcome to the Caravan! So it's a rainy day. We thought we'd quickly jump in and record for you a walkthrough tour. Full disclosure, the van is not normally this clean. We've done a massive clean because we're parked up here for a couple of days. So it's a good opportunity to show you what it looks like nice and tidy, but it is not always like this. It is very lived in normally, isn't it, Oscar?
Extremely clean.
Okay.
It hasn't been this clean since we picked it up.
Yeah, well, you know, we have kids.
Yeah.
This is obviously our bedroom. The window is great. We've closed it just for privacy because we're parked up on the front of Oscar's auntie's place on the street. So yeah, we don't want everybody seeing what's going on. But yeah, that's normally open and it's lovely. We get lots of fresh air through the big window, so we're super stoked with that. Obviously our bed, it is on gas struts. We've got
quick access drawers to get underneath.
All our shoes go in there, which is nice and tidy. The gas strap under here, we just have so spare bed linen and that kind of thing, and then the tunnel boots across the back. So besides the drawers and this little thing here, that's all the inside storage we have under the bed. Pop that down. Oscar's favourite cupboard of the entire caravan.
Most important cupboard in the caravan.
Down here we have our grog. We've got lots of DVDs there at the moment because we've had no reception, but normally that's not there. Kids' shoes.
Yeah, hot tip. Oh, I'm doing it. Hot tip, DVDs, no service or reception areas. Go to the local op shop. $2, DVD. Great. Endless fun for the kids.
We packed DVDs and then culled them before we even left, so yeah, definitely take some.
Absolutely. Local op shop, go support charity, $2 a DVD. Happy days.
While we're here,
happy kids.
Our hats live up there, nice and safe. They're on big hooks. Can you show me the hook? Nice big hooks from Bunnings, so they rarely fall off. Oscar's caps, like I said.
Depends how crazy I want to drive.
My bag. This is my little seat for inside, so it's just my little coffee seat that I grab in the morning. So in terms of storage, that's my drawer, undies, bras. This is all of my clothes. The only clothes of mine that aren't in here are my pajamas, which I have covered up there with Oscar, and swimmers, which are all down the back with the kids' swimmers.
How's my cabinetry skills?
This was a rail and it was super impractical, so Oscar put in some shelves for us, and it works way better. So I've got dresses up here. I roll them. I find that's the best place to put them. There's about 10 dresses up there, so there's heaps of storage. I use these little things to keep everything neat and tidy, and I kind of scrunch, roll, Marie Kondo fold, whatever I have time for. So I've got all my t-shirts, my shorts, some more dresses, and all my cold weather gear down here. Up here, or you wouldn't know this, Oscar, I did this while I was cleaning, is our toilet paper now.
Excellent, good to know.
So that's all up there. And then these cupboards are Oscar's. So he has all his work clothes because he's still working. Pajamas, undies, my pajamas, and these two are Oscar's cupboards. So he literally fits all his clothes in just these two cupboards. And even his big puffer jacket's in here. So there's heaps of room for everything we need, which is awesome. Swing around, we've got the lounge area. One of the things that I do not like about this van is that this table has parts underneath it, and when you scooch along you scratch your legs and it annoys the crap out of me. It is one of those tables that move around in and out, so that's fantastic. My other constructive feedback for the Caravan manufacturers is that I wish it telescoped up, because to be able to prep on this and then cook over here would be amazing, because as you can see, we don't have a lot of bench space. So this normally, or should have been, a fold down part of the bench top, but we ended up getting this because of the Swift recall. So good that we can use gas and not get stuck with the Swift, but I don't like the fact that it's not
part
underneath the bench.
Yeah,
so
it's
I
not
can prep.
recessed with a wooden insert which is flush with the top of the bench top.
Yeah, so that's one thing I don't like as well, and it just gets really dirty. Like, I just don't like this design.
Yeah.
And I really think that this is silly too, the way that it's bolted and mounted. Anyway, that's my gripe. Underneath here, like most vans, are our batteries, our inverter. We can put a photo of that in there later if you want. Under here, we've got things that we don't really use very often, like our massage
Thumper
thingy. At the moment, I'm hoarding Christmas presents in there. So yeah, a little bit of storage, but mostly all our batteries and electronic systems down there.
Yeah, so folks at home, just want to let you know it's mid-October. Hoarding Christmas presents.
The markets have such good presents for Christmas. I can't not buy. No.
Sure, so those 3 rolls of wrapping paper that we just had to buy that you'd never ever buy anywhere else.
Moving on. We got all of our panel up here that tells us what's happening in our Caravan. So our radio, our fuses, our water tanks, our grey water.
Correct.
These are all just the switches to turn hot water on, off, inverter, pump, etc. So that's all housed in there nice and neat, which is good. These are our food storage. Tupperware fits amazing in our Caravan. Other people have the Sistema ones that work really well from Woolies. We find that really works. These tubs are really good to stop things falling out and moving around. So we're stoked with that. We have our Wi-Fi system behind that, which is currently not working. But anyway, that's our pantry. We also have our pull-out pantry down here. So in here is just like some jars, spreads, oil, that kind of thing. Our chopping board lives in here, and then underneath here is our baking stuff that we really don't use very often. So just a baking tray and a cake tin and the flexi muffin tins. So that's good there. That's just my pretty stuff that I have in my Caravan. This is all of our plates. We've got a salad bowl underneath there. These drawers fit so much in them if you stack them properly. We have a couple glass things in here, so we just make sure that our glass stuff is in between our plastic stuff. Our coffee cups are glass, they just sit inside plastic, and then our nice glasses we just put in here. So that's all of our stuff that we use. Nothing's broken so far. In between that, we haven't done rough roads or anything yet.
Touch wood.
Yep. This is all our pans that we have. So we have a big pan, a little pan, and a big pot. Our bowls, our strainers, everything's in there, and I just chuck our wraps on top, because where else do you put wraps in a Caravan? We don't have an oven to store them in like everybody else does.
Microwave goes alright.
Under here we can't really use as storage. It's got no, it's our airbags and our gas lines. So we can't put anything in there.
Yep.
This, we've got heaps of room up here that we could probably put shelves in. So if you come have a look, we've got, Oscar made me some little stoppers to stop the spices from tipping over and going sideways. So our spices are at the top. We have a little thing for our keys, all of our Tupperware, our coffee. The kids still have bottles, so we've got bottles in here. The one behind it has their smoothie stuff. I have all my skincare in here because the kids go to sleep and I want to put all my creams and things on, so I actually leave them in here so I don't have to wake the kids up every night. The toaster, grater, just some little bits and bobs, and more spices down the side. So there's heaps of room up here. We could probably put more stuff in, but we don't really need it. We've got enough storage. underneath the sink, if you want to spin around.
I'll swap sides with you.
So underneath the sink, I think, is an area that you really have to put some thought into to use properly, because it's an odd shaped space. So we got these from Bunnings. They just stick on. They're reusable. So we've got a deep one. Normally all of our tea towels are in here, but it's washing day. Bins. We also keep toothbrushes in here for Oscar and I, because same goes with my skincare. When it's nighttime and we want to get into the bathroom, if the kids are like in that in-between phase of waking up, we don't really want to go in and disrupt their sleep, so we have those there too. That's all of our cleaning rags, which are gone because I've cleaned today. But in here you really need to think about storage. So we've got this for all of our medicine stuff. We've got Ventolin. We've got more of these cubes, which are really, really good. So I'll just show you. We have all of our medicine in there, so Panadol for the kids, that kind of thing. The next one along is all our cleaning stuff, Oscar's mouthwash, and at the very, very back is stuff that we don't use very often. So more bin liners, sprays, a heat pack, our toilet chemical, stuff like that. And then on the side, we have our fold up dish rack. So there's a lot that is in there, and you can use this space well, but I highly recommend getting containers and things to store everything in. Underneath I've got a couple tins and some onions. That's that space. Next we've got cutlery. So all of our cutlery goes in here, our knives, and then junky stuff at the very back. So like matches, stuff like that. We've got our bins, which are currently being washed, so they're not in there. That's amazing. Love that we have our bins there. And then more cutlery down the bottom, utensils, that kind of thing. Underneath here is nothing, because it's all the fridge gas and whatever the fridge uses to run is underneath there.
It's a 3-way fridge.
What is it?
Yes, gas 12 volt 240.
Oh yeah, sorry, you're right. Fridge. So we use these for Oscar's work. We put what's going on there and our travel plans and that kind of thing. We love our fridge. It's pretty good. The other thing we don't like about the van though is that we think it's silly that nothing can touch the walls in the fridge when you're constantly traveling. Like, of course it's going to touch the walls. Like, it's just a stupid design. But anyway, as much as possible, we've tried to put things in containers so they don't roll backwards and hit it, because if you do have things that touch the back wall, it just has water coming out of the fridge. So that's something to note. Or like in Grandma and Granddad's, there's freezers over. So just be conscious of that. A pretty big freezer, but we also have our freezer in the back of the car. So all meat that we have is frozen in snap lock bags like this. We just find it stores a lot better and it defrosts really quickly if it's flat. Pretty standard microwave. We opted for one because, like I said, the kids still have bottles, so we use that every morning and every night, and Gus has bottles at lunchtime sometimes too, so we've kept that.
Our baby, third child.
We got this for my birthday. We were really lucky. All my siblings and my parents and
Oscar,
in-laws and Oscar and everybody saved up and bought this for my 30th, so we took it with us. We even upgraded our inverter just so we could bring it.
We'll put some photos in of the electrical pawn, the electrical solar setup. So and, we up-spec'd our inverter just
highly
for
rate
that
it.
Baby.
It's a fully manual machine. I mean, our kids get up super early, so no coffee places are open, and we're coffee snobs, so we're not going to go to Macca's and grab a coffee. So that was like a must for us to have an inverter big enough to run that. So that sits there. When we're traveling, I just chuck it in the sink with a pillow to stop it from bouncing around. It works fine. Next, back in this area, if you just swing around, we have the aircon on the roof, we've got the speakers on the roof, and we have a massive skylight, which makes such a big difference. The skylight is awesome. It opens all the way up.
Standard skylight.
Yeah, it lets in so much light when it's open though.
And it's raining outside.
Yeah,
so
well, you're gonna get water all over it. But like, if you close that now, you can see how dark the van is. If you close it, other side, yeah, it makes it a lot darker. So it's super good that we have a big skylight.
And obviously all the midgies, midgie screens, obviously, one way. Lockout, privacy the other way.
Yeah. You happy with them?
Happy with them. Bit of silicone spray in the tracks though. Doesn't go amiss every now and then.
They do get super dusty. Like if I close these ones, you can see that they, well, maybe you can't on the camera, but they do get really dusty. So yeah. We have this when the kids are sleeping and at night time. We just have it mounted on a
curtain rail.
Yeah, but it's not screwed
curtain
in.
Rod.
It's one of those like push ones, the pressure ones, so that works a dream. Into the kids area, they've got a skylight, which is awesome. This is Addie's bunk. They don't have toys in their bunks. We just have them purely for sleeping, so we try and keep it free of any of the toys. So that's her bunk. She has a fan and a light and USB, like all the standard stuff. This is their play bunk. So you've got their books. They've got a big pot of toys. Oscar's guitar's in there, but that will be going. So yes, that's their play bunk. They climb in there, they hang out, they love it. And then down here is G's bunk. It's a bit dark because
he just woke up. Door, windows closed.
So that's their play bunk. We're probably getting rid of the guitar and their books. And then G's down the bottom. So he has his little bunny and he goes to bed. But like I said, none of their toys are down here, just for sleeping. We have the mirror on here, which is great. It's super dirty. I forgot to clean it. How are we going to do this? Can you see in there properly? Yeah. So up the top is really messy. We're actually going to get rid of some of that stuff. It was our birthdays and we were gifted some books, which are just taking up too much room.
Wonderful getting presents. We really appreciate it from our family, but when you're in a 19.5 foot box, you don't have a lot of room to spare.
So they'll get dropped off when we go back to Newcastle. That's like all our important documents and things that we need. Oscar's work stuff and some other cords and cables and things that we could need. Fergus's sleep suits. We've got some board games and Play-Doh stuff and art stuff for the kids behind there. Their pajamas, and then that's all of Fergus's clothes. His nappies fit in there. In here is Addie's little drawer, so all her clothes fit nice and neat. Our bath mats also fit in there nice and neat. And then we have a washing machine. Our broom is a retractable broom, so that fits in there. It telescopes out when we want to use it, so that's good. Everything just needs a home, otherwise things get really cluttered really quickly. So yeah, everything needs to have a spot. Bathroom. So pretty standard bathroom. We have overhead storage. Oh, I hate those. We're gonna fix them. Oscar's stuff. Vitamins, more vitamins, supplements, that kind of thing. So that's all at the top. We got the fusion locks for the towels. We also got one for the TP roll. I don't know why they don't supply a toilet paper holder in a caravan. Makes no sense to me.
People have still got to wipe their ass in a caravan.
Toilet, little step for the kids. And then down here is just the stuff that we use more daily. So more fusion lock products for our toothpaste, more toilet paper, hair ties, that kind of thing. What are we carrying? So yeah, that's all the stuff we use all the time.
Possibly put another shelf in there too.
Yeah. So Oscar made that shelf. I didn't show you that. Down the bottom, he made that little shelf. So the white one came with the van, and he put another one in there.
He put another one in up at the top.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a lot of cosmetics compared to some women, like, and I think as you kind of go through the van, you can see we don't like things hanging up and around. So the hats are hanging up.
Yeah. Oh, it's just...
But everything else we like clutter free. And it just gets dusty and dirty, and so there's no toilet stuff outside. Oh, here comes Gussie. Shower's really dirty. We need to buy some Drano. But anyway, same thing. Fusion lock, shower, everything we need in there. It's deep enough that we bought a plug so we can fill it up, and the kids can have a little bath in there. Where's Fergus's bed?
Where's your bed, Fergus?
You don't want to be in Down there.
Down there. Can you point for me?
Which one's Gussie's bed? This one?
No.
No.
Daddy.
What about this one?
No.
That's your toys. That one. So these are from Little Nation. I bought them online. They just go underneath the mattress and you have them here, and then when the kids go to bed at night time, they literally just click into place. They're quite secure. Addie feels nice and confident. Gus has one too, not because he falls out, but just to keep him contained, so when he's going to sleep he doesn't try and jump out of the bed all the time. And that works really well, so it's the same kind of thing.
We thought these walls were a little bit more humane than the chains and ropes we were using.
You know.
You know.
Yeah, as do you. Each to their own. I think that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we'll leave it there, and we might do an outside walk around, and when it's not pouring rain, and half the east coast is on flood watch and flood alert.
The other thing we did opt for, which you probably noticed when I walked around, was the black pack for everything. So they've got the black sink, black taps, black here. Part of the black pack was the PowerPoint. Black PowerPoint stand out, so I liked the white. But in the bathroom we opted for a white sink, so it all blended in. And that's another thing I have a gripe with, how small that sink is and how impractical it is in a caravan.
Oh, well, I can't even shave in it.
No, and then this is useless. This is so small, it doesn't work. It's not strong enough. We can barely cook in here without setting the alarm off. So there's a few things in here that we'd probably change, or we'd upgrade or put in aftermarket, I guess, if we knew in advance, but it is what it is.
Are you happy with the finish of the van?
Yes, yeah.
It tows really well, follows the car nicely. Yeah.
All right, I think that's everything. So we'll do an outside tour when it's not raining, but for now, that's the inside of the van.
Stay dry.